Hi everyone! So, my name is Sarah, and these past few weeks I've been getting a lot of questions about exchange, host families, how to choose a country, and lots of questions that are kind of related to that topic. And I thought that maybe it would be better if I make a video on a specific topic and everyone could just check it and get their answers from there. So, hopefully, I will be doing a lot of these kind of videos. On different topics, from host families and learning a language and everything. Today I wanted to talk about something that bothered a lot of my fellow exchange students before, during, and after their exchange year, and it's gaining weight. Everyone has lived it differently, and I have a lot of friends who actually lost weight or saw no difference in their body during exchange year, but a lot of us have actually gained weight, and for mostly the same reasons. Personally, I gained about 15 pounds, and I didn't really notice it because it was not like it was not a very noticeable change. I think I gained like 2 pounds every month, and as my pants expanded, I did not see any difference in myself. But in March, which is exactly a year ago, I tried my summer pants, and my summer pants would not fit me. They would not get past my thighs. Sexy, right? And I was kind of taken aback a little bit. I was like, what happened there? But I didn't take it really badly. I was like, oh, whatever. I'll lose everything when I go back to Canada. And when I came back to Canada, my mom did see a big difference because, she didn't see her daughter for a year, and her daughter comes back and she's a little bit chubbier, right? And she did make a little bit fun of me, but not in a bad way. It pushed me to get a gym card and go to the gym. Eat more healthy and whatnot. And now about a year later, I did lose most of the weight. So there are lots of reasons why people tend to gain weight while living abroad, especially when you're 17, 18 years old, teenager, and it's your first time away from your house and away from your family. So most of it is stress and boredom. So every time I felt depressed or had nothing to do, I would just grab an ice cream from the freezer or a chocolate bar or chips, and honestly I would just eat whatever was in front of me because it made me feel better. And I really don't have any idea why, but during my exchange year I really hated cooking. I think I cooked maybe 4 times, and all of those 4 times it was for my host family. So if I was hungry, I would either wait until my host mom came to make dinner, or I would just eat junk food. And it was even worse out of home, because then with my friends, we didn't have a lot of money, so if we went to eat, we would go to a fast food restaurant or buffets. And as an exchange student, you're gonna find yourself in a lot of friend circles, which meant that some weeks I would have to, but like I would go out to eat at least 3 times. Socializing also means that you have to drink, and obviously I do not mean drinking water. When I came to Finland, I actually did not have any drinking experience. Back in Canada, I was not interested in drinking for some reason. If making friends meant that I had to drink, then I was not interested. But when you're an exchange student, you want to make friends, and if that means that you have to drink, most of us choose to drink. And alcohol, comes with a lot of unnecessary calories and whatnot. Now, what you can do to change this or avoid this when it's your turn to go on exchange is, first, make sure you always have something to do. By this I mean you can join a school club, but if your school does not have clubs, and that was the case for my school in Finland, because in Finland it's not very usual for high schools to have clubs, you can find something in your city. There are lots of meetup groups or activities, or if you actually want to pay for it, you can take dance classes, photography classes, anything that keeps you busy after school. Like, honestly, it's the worst when it's 4 p.m. on a Thursday and you have nothing to do and you're in your room. You don't have any siblings, so there's nobody at home. Your parents come back at 6 p.m. and what you do is watch YouTube videos and eat. That's not how you want to exchange your. Second, always try to go for the healthy option. Honestly, I know how easy it is to just go for McDonald's and whatnot, or your own local version of McDonald's, but try to go to local restaurants, try to make your own food with your friends. Make it seem like a fun thing to do. I personally did not do it, I so regret it, but I have a lot of friends who, what they did, they would invite their friends to their house, and this really depends on what kind of host family you have. If they're more open-minded and they don't mind that you have friends at home, then go for it. Invite your friends, everyone brings something, and you make food together, and it actually helps you bond. It helps you I don't know, if you do make your own food from your own country, then it's perfect. You can share it with your host family later, and that helps you with your relationship with your host family as well. Also, try not to eat so many sweets. Honestly, when I was in Finland, I really made it a point to try everything that Finland was known for, everything that Finland had. And I loved it, so I would eat it daily, and that's not very nice. Like, for example, in Finland they have something called mämmi, which I will put here, and I don't know, if you've never been to Finland and you're not Finnish, then you're gonna think it's disgusting. It was actually really good and I loved it, but to make it good you have to put a lot of sugar and cream and whatnot in it, which means lots of calories and lots of fat. Yeah, and I actually ate that daily for at least 3 weeks during Easter, like before and after Easter, because that's how it worked. Anyway, there you go. Now remember that your year abroad is your fun year, so do not stress about gaining weight and whatnot. Honestly, the moment you go back to your home country, you're gonna start losing all of that weight. For some of my friends, it happened naturally, so they didn't have to do anything. They just lost everything month by month. But for me, it did not happen naturally, so I did have to go like to the gym and diet a little bit. But honestly, that's okay. I mean, I had lots of fun times during my year abroad, and if that meant then that during my 3 months of summer I had to cut back on the food a little bit, that's okay, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos, you can click on the subscribe button. Have a good day and see you later!